Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk today about a story that happened a few days ago in Richmond, Virginia, in which two teens were robbed at gunpoint by another group of teens, forced to strip naked and run through the neighborhood. Now, this is just another perfect example of how we do each other in the most heinous ways. And it shouldn't be tolerated at all. They got police looking for these teens, community activists very upset at this type of behavior, and it shouldn't be tolerated on any type of level. You know what I mean? I don't know where they're getting this kind of crazy stuff from, but there's a video circulating around the internet. Now, I haven't seen the video, nor do I care to see the video. But it's just funny to me how, before I show you this video news clip of the story, it's just funny to me how nowadays, with all this technology and all this social media, it's like the more stuff that comes out to make our life more convenient, the more stupider and abusive we are with this technology and things that are made to improve our life. It's like we use them to make our lives worse. And I'll talk about that in a second. But let's roll this video clip, come back and talk about it, because this right here is shameful. Check this out, guys.
We're following a disturbing story tonight out of Richmond. Police are investigating a video surfacing of teens holding other teens at gunpoint, robbing them and forcing them to strip.
The video prompting an emergency meeting by community leaders urging action be taken. 8 News reporter Autumn Childress is in Richmond to break down this story for us.
Well, right now I'm along Afton Avenue. I'm told this is where that very disturbing video happened. We won't show it to you tonight. It contains offensive language and child nudity, but it was posted on social media, sparking major outrage.
Stunned, hurt, angry, upset, frustrated, disappointed.
Tonight, outrage and frustration pouring in from community activists like Charles Willis after a disturbing video involving Richmond teens surfaced online.
To see these kids beat on, humiliated, taunted, bullied.
The video happening in this alleyway in Afton Court. 2 teens can be seen taunting 2 other teens at gunpoint.
Where you from?
Just hit the boy in his face.
What you just heard, those teens getting slapped on camera. The teen holding the gun then steals a chain necklace and puts it around his own neck. The 2 young boys then told to strip and do jumping jacks naked.
Throw the shoes in the trash too. Y'all take a long time, that's where I'm gonna shoot it out, y'all. Bro, hurry up.
You just threatened to kill him if he doesn't do what you tell him to do.
The video lasting for 4 minutes before the 2 are told to run through the neighborhood nude.
That's very hard to watch. So the first time you saw it, what was your immediate reaction?
I cried. Watching it, my heart pounded, and then the tears dropped.
Tonight, Richmond police say they are investigating. Acting Chief Rick Edwards released a statement calling this, quote, disturbing to its core. He added that, quote, we need to find those responsible. Now, Richmond police say at this hour, no one has been arrested for this, but they're asking anyone with information to come forward. Autumn Childress, 8 News.
All right, guys, that was the video footage. Well, not footage, but the clip of, you know, how the news is saying what happened. I'm going to be honest, man. We are dead. I'm not even going to say rock bottom, but we're very close, you know, of hitting the bottom of this whole fatherless generation. You know, the displays that you're starting to see young men do, especially teenagers and younger men in their 20s do, is beyond me. These are teenage kids. If you listening to part of the video and they were showing the community leader talking and they were showing him the video, them kids sound real young. 14 years old, 15 years old, might have been younger than that. They run up on these kids, where you from? So obviously these kids wasn't from around there. You know, they taunted these kids. Robbed them, stole the chain, embarrassed them, take off your clothes, throw your stuff in the trash, and then making them run threatening to shoot them, run naked through the neighborhood. How is any of that positive and bettering these guys that robbed them, you know, bettering them, you know, as people, besides giving them street credibility in the hood and a story to laugh about? Remember when they robbed them? Yeah, this is dumb stuff. Dumb stuff. And this is why violence continues to escalate and roll over on itself, because some of the stuff we're doing to each other is unforgivable. A lot of these kids that run around here and do these type of stuff like that and put themselves in this type of situation where they victimizing people, they never think there's going to be a boomerang effect where this is going to come back on them. So, hell, a lot of you guys know this. There are kids out there doing so much dirt, they forget who they do the dirt to. I was in county jail one time and a guy shot a guy up and forgot what he looked like. The guy came in there, seen him, remembered him. But remember, in traumatic experiences, you remember little details of somebody that victimized you. And the victimizer, because they victimize multiple people a lot of times, they don't even remember it. Guy saw him. He remembered the guy that shot him. The guy that shot him didn't remember him. He went in there in the cell where the guy was at, locked himself in with him, and damn near killed him. You see what I'm saying? And what do you say? You can't defend something like that. And that's something we got going on right now. A lot of killing, a lot of stupid stuff. They embarrass these kids. All over a gold chain, nothing. Stuff you can get if you get a job, or if you show good behavior, you might get it from your parents. All of this stuff right here screams lack of male leadership in these neighborhoods, man. You know, I just did the story about the bus driver and the 22-year-old guy getting mad at him because he wouldn't stop the bus when the guy said so. Where we get off with this entitlement over the littlest things? They got a gun. Regardless of where they got the gun from, they got a gun and they're teenagers. And it seems like they're young, early teenagers. No responsibility, no awareness of nothing. But when something happened to somebody else, everybody would have jumped up and be in arms about it. And that's one of the problems I got. Now, you know, they show community leaders and saying they was upset, and I applaud that. They should be. Because this is the generation, that's an older man, this is the generation that comes behind him. And, you know, not all of us have the best interest in us as a people in mind. Most of us are out for self. We are. Let's keep it honest. And that's one of the reasons why I got a problem with a lot of people with these type of places where you had these Black Lives Matter and all this other stuff, because these are Black lives. They don't matter. It seems like if there's not something dealing with victimization, race, or something like that with Black people, you never hear from these type of folks. This right here is bad, and it's psychologically messed up. Think about that. Every time them kids go around that neighborhood or go near that neighborhood, or somebody mentions that, the negative impact of what happened, them having to run home naked, you know what I'm saying, comes up. Nobody thinks about that when they do dirt to you. And it's one of the things that's really harming us as a people in the community. It is. And nobody else is going to feel sorry for us, because we got to fix this. It would take generations to redo all the damage that we're doing to ourselves now. We don't need nobody else to blame, because we're doing it to ourselves. It's like a fully functioning entity of ignorance that we perpetuate amongst ourselves and continue to grow and nurture it without anybody else's help. We are our own worst enemy. And we are the cause of a lot of our problems. Nobody wants to say nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? Nothing will change unless we change it. I say that all the time. You know, these kids right here that did this, a lot of times it emboldens them to do something worse. Next time it could be worse. Or it could have been so funny that they just do it to somebody else. Think about it. What if they start doing that to the girls, little girls? Or teenage girls, or anybody. People are tired of being victims. And people are tired of this whole I don't give a F attitude that a lot of people are coming out, and it's like, you do what I say or I'll do physical damage to you. People are getting tired of that. And you're going to start seeing it in laws. And they're going to hear a bunch of people sitting up here and say, oh, the laws seem like they're geared towards black folk, or they're geared. Listen, this stuff got to stop. It's geared toward the action. And a lot of people going to say, oh, well, it's geared toward black folks because such. Of course, a lot of black people doing it. Listen. The bottom line is this. We don't get upset about something until it affects us personally. And then we want to join the fight, or we want to be aware of something, and then we want to do. It shouldn't come to that. This stuff behavior need to be called out. These kids that did this stuff, something needs to happen. You know what I mean? They need to be held accountable for their actions. This is messed up to do anybody like that. You know, and it's, man, you got to be bold to do some shit like that. A 4-minute video. So for 4 minutes, these guys was terrorizing strangers they don't know. They could be related to somebody in that neighborhood, or they could be somebody. You never know. And it's like, that's the thing. That's why violence perpetuates. You do something to somebody, and they might have people that are more powerful than what you think these people are. It's like you come up on somebody, don't know their history, don't know who they know, don't know who they related to. All you do is you just see somebody that's a Vic. You're going to just run up there, hit a lick on them, get some video footage and laugh, and everything's going to be fine. Nothing's going to happen to you because you got a gun in your hand. They might have something on them too. Or might be with somebody that has something. People can be just as crazy as the ones that act like they crazy. One more thing before I get out of here. Doing this type of behavior is catchy. They put it on social media like I was talking about in the beginning of the video. I'm sure when Facebook Live and all these other platforms of expression for you putting out videos to share with the world, this wasn't the intention. Because a lot of people talk about sellouts and stuff like that. This is sellout shit to me. You embarrassed 2 people online, and now their name and their reputation is ruined because people, best believe, people that know them seen this video. And my thing is this. When this was out in another video, the community activist said, this been out for weeks. And now it took one person to say something about it when millions of people watched it and said nothing, just looked at it. And that's true. This is just entertainment. We get entertainment in seeing the failure in each other. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And that's what hurts. Like I said, it'll take generations to fix this. We don't care what happens to each other as long as we get entertainment and we glad it ain't us. But when something jump off, you get a bunch of people protest, and most of them don't care about it. They just want to be seen out there looking like they being in solidarity. That's why we can get infiltrated when we try to do positive movements by those of us who don't mean the movement any well-being. That's all I got to say about it. This is sickening behavior. Sickening behavior. And it needs to stop. Guys, leave me a comment, man. Tell me what you think. That's embarrassing. That's me personally. If that was me, man, look. Ain't no forgetting it. Some things we do to each other, sorry's not enough. And it can't fix it. An apology can't fix that. The hurt and the shame that they did to each other. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up on your way out. I appreciate it. You guys take care.